Welcome to another Get Ready Traders live session. I am your host, Luis Rodriguez, and I am excited you're here. Today we are doing live technical analysis and stepping right into the futures market. Whether it's NASDAQ, gold, US30, or even crypto, we will be looking for the best trading opportunities as they set up in real time. If this is your first time here, buckle up. The market moves really fast and we'll be breaking it all down with a clear, efficient approach in 90 minutes or less. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this session so other traders like you can join us. I really appreciate your support. All right, the markets are moving, familia, so let's get started and enjoy the session. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my friends, how are you? Hello, Rene. Hello, 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 good morning. All right, let's see what the market is going to give us today. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? All right, I'm going to jump right into the market, familia. I don't want to waste a lot of time. The market has been moving a lot. All right, I'm going to start going into the 4-hour time frame. Sorry, Pamela. I just need a few minutes here. I need to concentrate and look at this stuff. I am very quiet right now because I am extremely tunnel focused. Hello, everyone. Is the market going to blast off? Not yet. Wow. Whoever got this thing from the bottom, it is like a machine. 7,000 points. Okay, now to the 1-hour time frame. I was just looking at Elliott Wave where I was in the much larger time frame. I understand where I am very well right now, and the bias as well. Okay, that's a nice Elliott Wave here. Elliott Wave 3 are the longest. That's by the book. This is an extended Elliott Wave Theory right at 261, like right on it. So by the book, this is a correction here. Obviously an Elliott Wave 4, and if that's the case, then all we need to do is understand how far this Elliott Wave 4 can go. Alright, so all we need to do is this. See? 38%. So we have a long way to go to the downside, right? A long way to go if we're looking at intra even swing. But for scalping, obviously it is a triangle correction. So we are in a correction of an Elliott Wave 4 here. This entire area, not entire block. All right, I'm gonna go to the half-hour time frame. That's the sweet spot for Elliott Wave. So we know the roadmap is an Elliott Wave 4. So delete this. Need to delete this. Don't need anything else. Elliott Wave 4. The one thing I do want to highlight, let me roll back here. There you go. Here, this area here. I want to highlight this and not delete it. Okay. Actually, sorry. My apologies. Here. Here, this area. Wow, it's actually pretty good area. All that. Alright, so I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna save it. That's in the half hour. So a little bit of a structure here. Let's see if it's going to respect this or not. Honestly, I don't think it matters, because it can go back into this. Or even create another higher high. It can. It truly can. So this really doesn't matter. I'm just seeing that it's respecting this here a lot. So this is what I'm seeing. But again, it doesn't matter. This here doesn't matter. Unless you get a third confirmation. So 1, 2. Like a wide one, not this. This counts as 1, 2, like a 3, then it will count. But a second one, it won't count. It's actually really good if you are doing a channel. I'll show you guys here. If you're doing this, because what you're gonna look at is another lower low, right? Creating another lower low. You can, but I keep it like that better. That way you guys can visualize. The thing is, I'm trying to get around triangle correction. Obviously, so it's a triangle. It consists in 3, 3, 3, right? So 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, right? And then to the upside. Okay, so but this is the bottom part. So believe it or not, you see this gap here that was formed when the market opened? The 50% has not been revisited at all, like at all. Everybody was expecting this to be revisited, but London manipulated the market. You guys see here clearly Asia went consolidating on market open and last night. Then London opened and manipulated this entire section, but it is in a trending market, London. And this is New York pre-market right now. And when you guys see New York pre-market, this is what you gotta see. The channel that is doing internally. And why do we want to do that? To see liquidity. To see the liquidity that it is built all across London. Okay, so it just started here. Boom. Manipulation a little bit here. Consolidation to the upside. So sellers, they have not kicking. They try to do some damage here, rival liquidity and pushing the market higher. Okay, let's see one second here. For a sector, I want to quickly take a look at this. Nothing today. Nothing tomorrow. Then Thursday. Nothing Thursday. Nothing Friday. Okay. After a holiday. Interesting. Alright. Let me move this out of the way because I want to now turn on. I want to turn on the voice. We got to keep a close eyes to Iran. US, they are actually pretty heat and a lot of heat over there. All across the weekend, I was paying close attention to this, and they are not in good terms. They are going up and down. The market was spiking a lot, like Friday and yesterday, like a lot. All right. Good morning, everyone. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Please just hit like. It's free. All right. We're drilling down to the lower time frames now. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So liquidity, not so much here, but I'm gonna consider a little bit. Liquidity was grabbed already here, touched. So I'm gonna highlight this area here as a tentative area if the market decides to push down. All right. And honestly, familia, if the market is gonna do any targets today, will be to the upside again. We are very close to it. Very close to this target. I want to see how the market is going to open with New York. But I'm expecting a little bit of distribution. This is a clear AMD right now. Accumulation, manipulation. I want to see how New York is going to open to the distribution. Probably and potentially even going low to these areas here. High probability that it will go there to the downside. but I want to see how it's going to come up. It is a very weird market. How it opened yesterday, how close on Friday. A lot of spikes. So trade carefully. Try not to do home runs. If you do small numbers, get out. And don't let the market take away what is already giving you, okay? These two areas here are my targets for today. The question is, where is going to go first? Where is going to go first? It can react to this point, push down, go here, or create another lower low. My bias today, familia, my bias is to the downside. My bias today is to the downside, because everything else that is happening. But if it does break this point and it start creating higher highs again, just roll with it. All right, roll with it. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna show you guys here in the 4-hour time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, this candle, it is bearish so far. It has not broken down the highest point of the previous candle. If this candle finishes red, very high probability that the next one will continue pushing red to the downside. We have to see if this candle break this higher point. Okay, we still do have a lot of room to move to the upside. We still have approximately 64 points. That's pretty good to me. We will see. I am not going to open any trades until the market gives me a better structure when the market opens. All right. I'm giving you right now expectations of what the market can do, but let's see when the market opens where it's going to head. I am not opening any trade until I see better structure. So again, to the 15-minute time frame. 15 minutes. Stay within that area for me. Stay within that area. 60 points. For scalping, it can go back to this. It could, but liquidity was already grabbed. You guys see the reaction of buyers, and it hasn't stopped. So it's just reacting to that edge of that channel, obviously. But it can be broken a market opening in the next 7 minutes, targeting the 64 points. But for intraday, if it doesn't create a higher high, you can see this market going back to this. If it doesn't create another higher high, if it creates another higher high, it much is going to continue. It will continue probably on the rally to the upside. Okay. All right, familia. Any questions? It is a very weird market, I tell you. Not going to sugarcoat it. It is wild. It is wild. I've been looking at it for the past, honestly, since around 7 a.m. Gathering information, looking everywhere. And it is wild. Okay, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes for the market to open. Let's just wait. There was a big reaction here so many times in this area. How the market was consolidating, exploding to the downside, now trying to recover. It is wild, but we are in a downtrend, a major downtrend. Unless it breaks this higher point. I'm telling you, if it breaks this point, it might continue to in the same rally that was last week, creating higher highs the whole time. That's what I'm paying close attention right now. And I am not going to do anything until I see better structure. And don't worry, family, about missing out anything. Or if you feel like, okay, well, the market was like doing this, don't feel bad. It's just how it is right now. It's funny, we were taking some trades yesterday, later at nighttime with another friend, and he was very impatient and lost 3 times in a row. And I told him about this setup. I told him about the intraday trade, and I told him about London. And I told him that London was going to do exactly what you guys see there. I actually want to ping him to see. He was so impatient, literally just opening trades and closing trades, opening trade and closing trades, because he was seeing the market coming down. And I'm like, you gotta wait for this market to do what it's supposed to do. London will take care of it. I told him to open a trade on one contract to the upside, and he got desperate. You guys see here how the market went down, all the way, and then all right, so we got 3 minutes. So Josh, so let me ask, if it doesn't create a new higher high, do you wait for a pullback to enter for the buys to back up? That is a very good question. As a matter of fact, it was one of the topics that we were just talking yesterday with my friend, that a lot of times we are waiting for pullbacks to come and get into a potential trade that we believe that we're going to make the money that we want. And we have to be really careful when it comes to pullbacks, because sometimes pullback is a reaction to the opposite direction, right? So when there is a pullback, we need to know how to handle them, understanding the structure. If that pullback came to a key point, that it will now push to the upside in the direction of the major trend, right? You need to look at the market structure, like where you are waiting for the market to come to see a reaction and then create another higher high. You understand? So let's say, for example, here I'm showing you here this channel that the market is in, this internal channel. If you're waiting for a pullback, where will be your entry at this point? It has to be on a key point, either a supply and demand area, fair value gap, the edge of this area. You can't just go, oh well, it's pulling back down, let me buy here. Is that a key point? You know what I mean? And you can't just go in it right away. You gotta wait for now buyers to kick in. Because again, this here could be the reaction to the downside. Like like I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This could be this reaction. You know what I mean? While we're seeing here this thing, this market can come here, break this, and push down completely down, and then you are in a losing trade. When you were focused on only this, we gotta wait for the reaction. Wait for the buyers or sellers to kick in, not because of what you're seeing on the spot. Oh, a pullback. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I mean, it's great. You gotta wait for the thing to happen. Okay, market open. I'm gonna drill to the 1 minute time frame. Let's do some scalping here. And it's pushing to the upside for now. Again, that's initial balance. It's going to move a lot, so don't worry, familia. You're not missing out on anything. ES 500 is trying to. Let me move a few things around because my screen is mixed. Okay. Right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There you go. Pushing to the downside. All right. And it keeps pushing, it keeps pushing, it keeps pushing. Just be careful, family, all right? Market will move a lot in one direction at some point. That is just the initial balance. ES 500 is pushing to the downside. Crazy volatility kicking in. Oh boy, I want to sneeze so bad. Oh yeah, yeah. You know when it's sneezing doesn't come out, it sucks. Yeah, you remember, familia, my bias is to the downside, trading against the market. So obviously, trade safe, right? I just want to make $600 today, and that's it. No more. No more. No more. We'll be pulling my second withdrawal from Apex. That will be a magical number. I hope I don't run into any problems. $600 is the magic number. That will keep my consistency aligned. All right. There you go to the downside. Downside, 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 down, 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 down. All right, so judge. If it comes into this area here and you see buyers kicking in, buy. All right. Just be really careful, extremely careful. Ooh, fair value got created, displacement created. Just be really careful, okay? Buyers are not kicking it. This is a seller's control environment. just be careful, okay? As I said, it can do what I mentioned before. It can go all the way down. Anybody selling by any chance? Anybody selling? So we're looking at the major trend to the upside, obviously. Nice retracement. As I said, my bias is to the downside. My bias is to the downside. Just tons of liquidity being cleared. Tons of liquidity being cleared. It came to the area. Reaction to that area. It needs to come to that middle point that we talk about for that gap. Boom, there you go, familia. Intraday, right on the spot there, right on the bubble that I mentioned earlier, right on it. Wow, wow, this is amazing, 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 amazing. All right, see what I mean, Jelly Bean? See what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right. And that was for scalping. Came to the spot. Now a little bit of manipulation there. You guys will see some reaction to this. Obviously, a battle between buyers and sellers and right on the daily VWAP. And I'm going now to expand a little bit. Again, I don't look into candles formations or anything like that. Not at market open. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See, Josh, are you there? Hello. This is me you looking for. Let's go, Josh. Initial balance of the market kicking in. It will potentially come probably lower if it doesn't respect this, which it can have a little bit of manipulation, even grinding down lower. Now if it break this, it's definitely gonna come much lower, but that is the reaction of the market trying to hold that area there and pull back into the channel. So how do you trade this? Low contracts, no questions. I'm buying it, so I'm buying in the air right now. Josh, remember what I said? That's a reaction you want to see. Come to a hard stop, then buyers trying to kick in. Why is this so cool? Because now you can put a very short stop loss into this and live with the results. If it comes down, obviously at this point, securing your bag 1-to-1. In case I decide to pull down and just take you out, you're not losing. But on red candles, you don't buy. ES500 is rejecting the area strong. ES500 it is rejecting. Honestly, I think it's gonna keep pushing down. I think it's gonna keep pushing down at this point. It is fighting the zone. Strong fight. Very strong fight. Now with buyers in control in this area, that's it. Game over. Pushing back up. But I want to see how this fight is going to handle this entire area. Again, it's just initial balance, high potential that it can go up. The best part is that we can put a stop loss below this area, and that's it. Was the 50% touch of the gap at all? Nope. Was not touch. Nothing. Oh my god, this tea is amazing. The best tea of the world. Let's go. Josh, what are we doing, Josh? Please tell me, my friend, what are we doing? What are we doing? Buying, selling? I'm buying. And my entry is already on break even and letting the market do what it's supposed to do. To the 60%, 61% of that drop. I had a number that I wanted to reach. I'm already past that number. $749. Just keep waiting, just keep waiting, just keep waiting, just keep waiting. Alright, so I know I got my screen filled with stuff, but again, we're doing live TA, live technical analysis, Amelia, and to the moon. The trade of the day in the scalping, familia, right here on the spot. And be careful because, hey, you know where I put that X, man? You know where I put that X? Josh, don't tell me you're missing out. Josh, don't tell me you're missing out. That was nice how it came to hard stuff. The best part is spotting what I was mentioning earlier, how to understand when there's a market reversal, aligning with your question, Josh. That's what I'm mentioning your name a lot. Because again, this is a topic I was just talking to my buddy yesterday about that in specific. And the one thing that I always have in my mind is that it's okay to take in a stop loss. So when I see a drop like this and then buyers trying to kick in, immediately I can put my stop loss right under the line and let the market now do this, because that's where the money is. That's where the real money is, and my numbers to keep pushing to the upside. Let's see, because buyers are kicking it. Buyers are kicking in. I don't know for how long. I hope it rejects this, because then I'm gonna turn it and sell. Good stuff, Renee. Congratulations, my friend. A quick money in and out. Money, 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 money. And another one for the books. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing, my friends. I am done. I am truly done. As I said, I only wanted to make 600 bucks. I made way more than that. Don't care what the market does at this point. Going to withdraw tonight. Apex better pay me my money. 60K. I have a few accounts that I'm not withdrawing 60K, so only 2,500. The other one's 3,000. Well, we'll see. All right, let's go. Let's go. He also took it on the journey, not the challenge. The journey. I haven't taken one there yet. I will. This is only for futures. Again, I'm trading so many accounts. I will be doing that today. Last week was not a positive week entirely for me. I had 2 losses and one nice win, but because the previous week I did pretty good, it went all right. There you go, familia. So I say, where I put that X, that's where the money. Where I put that X, familia, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That's where the money is. That's where the treasure is. We are like pirates. We have a map. We put the X where the gold is. Yikes! Let's go. Amazing, 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 amazing trade. Live, familia, live. It's crazy to show up every day here and do this stuff, man. I had quite some losses. I can tell you that it wasn't hard for me, but recover everything now again. Hey, Renee, I tell you something, brother. Try to don't feel terrible about it. But you know, when your mom, for example, when you were little, and I don't know, I'm Dominican. When I used to behave bad, my mom used to spank me. You know, and it hurts when when they spank you. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. But then you are afraid of committing the same mistake that you did, and when you get when you get as an adult and you reflect on that, you say, "Oh my God, my mom gave me really good habits by doing this," right? So it's the same thing with trading. Like when you are losing, it hurts on the spot, but you can only see the value of what you learn later on, not now, because it hurts later on. So when I tell you, don't take it so hard. Some people get actually depressed when they see losses in their accounts. You gotta move on. You know what I mean? Yes, it hurt. I'm not gonna lie. We are all humans. We have feelings. But you cannot take it so personal. A loss, to me, the way I see it, it is a learning opportunity. And I've done many mistakes, extremely crazy mistakes in trading. Stupid mistakes all the time. Like for example, I'm going to withdraw tonight money or whatever whenever Apex decides to pay me, but I should have withdrawn this money almost a month ago. So whatever I'm going to withdraw tonight, it got held by more than 30 days, around that. So to me, what matters the most is time. That's what, not the setups, not all that stuff. It's the time I'm wasting and losing by mistakes. So I try to write it down and not commit it again. So what did I learn from that? When you're on the phone with a friend and he tells you, "Hey, jump into this trade," hey, don't do it. As a matter of fact, yesterday, man, I wish you guys were there. That's one of the things that our buddy that was on with us got pissed off. Because he was okay. We was like 3 people on this chat, and 3 different mindsets all together. A person that combines intraday and scalping, right, on the same trade, which is terrible. And I was just telling him how bad this is. Another person who is okay, but he does his setups his own ways. And then it was me. So I was looking at the market. The market was consolidating. You guys know, when the market is consolidating, we have strategies for that. We make money. So I was making money, and I was explaining to him what I was doing. I was showing it live, and immediately after I was done, I literally did just little money, like 80 something dollars, little money. It was like one contract at a time. And immediately as I finished that, I started seeing the market differently. I started seeing the market now as a swing intraday trader. And this person, it is in a scalper, right? So I said to him, this is where NAS is right now. It is consolidating. Typical AMD for those ICT traders: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And after accumulation, the market is going to manipulate in London. It was at a low point. I say to him, it will go to the upside. It will trick you that it's going to go down. It will go to the downside. I mentioned to him, I'm going to open a trade as an intraday potentially swing to the upside. He said, I'm going to follow you. I said, no problem. We opened the same trade. Boom. Immediately, he went to the downside. I was okay, because my mindset was prepared for everything that I had to do. But he was not. This isn't a scalper, a person that goes in and out in 5 minutes out of any trade. When he saw that account going down, oh my God, his mind right away closed the trade. Boom, minus 200 bucks. I'm like, wait, what? How many contracts did you put in? More than me. I'm like, no. Okay, he went back again. The market went even lower. He started sweating. He was like, honestly, he lost 3 trades straight until he said he got really pissed off. He's like, this is not the way I trade. This is what I do. La 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 la, and left. Really pissed off. I understood him because I've done it before. But that's what I said earlier. I wish he was here now, because if he can see how well the market went, he will be actually triple pissed off. You know what I mean? 2 different mindsets. I was looking at the market as an intraday swing. He is in a scalper. I won this trade. He lost 3 in a row. You know what I mean? But on his side, compared to what I was doing, he didn't analyze the market his own way. He didn't do anything before executing the trade. He just went by an impulse of what I told him. He didn't even calculate his contracts and how much he had to put on that trade. I was doing 1 contract. He was putting, I don't know, he didn't say, but losing 200 bucks. It was the first trade on a simple little push. That was a lot. So again, I learned from my mistake. I don't know if he's gonna learn from his mistakes, but I hope. I'm gonna talk to him later today. But those are the things you guys have to watch. I mean, when you guys are taking trade, if you understand what you're doing before you do it, right? Like, I come here every morning and I explain the things that I'm doing before I do it. And these are my own personal trades. I mean, my own money, my own personal trades. I'm sharing it with you guys live. If you guys want to make some money with me, let's go. But make sure you understand what you're doing, because at the end of the day, when you press that button, it is your account, not mine. All right. Familia, I'm not a wizard, but look, done deal. And the crazy part is, I mentioned to you guys, I want to see the reaction on it. Where is it gonna go? Well, again, I am not a wizard. I just have a lot of time on this stuff. That is the wisdom of learning different strategies, because the sentiment varies. Yeah, you know, the biggest mistake that most people do is mixing things around. Wyona. I'm telling you right now, do not do that. And when I say mixing things, is that when you sit here, you need to understand the trades that you're looking for. Are you an intraday trader, or are you a scalper, or are you a swing trader? You cannot come in here with the mentality of a swing trader doing a scalping, because what's going to happen is you're going to go for a quick in and out, and when things don't go in your favor, your mentality is going to switch as a swing trader, and you're going to hold the losing positions for too long. You know what I mean? Big mistake. If you are full recovered of the journey now, amazing, amazing, amazing. And don't worry about it, Drené. It is part of what you're doing, losing and winning. Okay, but we're gonna get really good trades and keep growing those accounts. Okay, familia, just give me 1 second. I don't know why I get so many people right in the morning on my door every morning. I gotta, oh boy, just give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. All right. You made 2,558, Jay. Amazing, 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 amazing. Jay, are you still trading US30? I know you love US30. I know you love US30, my friend. You love US30. Good job, brother. Good job. But you guys need to start withdrawing money, man. No more yo-yo effect. You guys need to start withdrawing. I want to see every day or every Friday or every week withdrawing. You can have amazing days and then not have amazing days. Just a second. Boy, oh boy. Got so many things happening in the morning. 1 second. Jesus Christ. I need a person to just like open the door for me, like literally.
1 minute remaining.
Well. Just watch, familia. Watch for this to be broken. Because if it does break, as I said, if it does break the higher point, jump into the rally. 1 minute for 10 a.m. And we might see some reactions here, either to the upside or the downside. All right. We got 1 minute. Let's see if it's going to go to the downside. Or if it's going to go riding over the 3,000 on futures. Very tempting. Very, very tempting. Let's see. Higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. To the moon. To the moon. To the moon. Higher highs, my friends. Higher highs. So London, it is expanding with New York to the upside. It is expanding. It is coming back inside. So US customer confidence actual forecast. Trump to make rare trip to Camp Davis as Iran tension rise over US strikes. Telling you, family, I'm looking at this information. These news events are pretty crazy. Man, what's going on with the Bitcoin? Bitcoin, it's driving me crazy, man. Bitcoin is driving me crazy. I'm getting tired of Bitcoin already. I bought a lot of stuff and a lot of crypto lately, and it is pushing to the upside. Alright. Oh my god, where is, hold on. I lost the screen here. Trying to find you guys. Where are you? So many screens open. Oh, there you go. Jay, it's time to get consistency and discipline. Yes, definitely. Definitely. I share with everyone my roadmap and my vision in trading with people that are starting. By the way, like I'm writing and publishing a lot of new things lately. Right on Amazon. So now that there's a total of 10 books that I released, and again, this is stuff that I had for a long time. I was always looking for a publisher. I found it. Actually, thank you, Iona, for at least showing me you know what Amazon was, because I was looking for something like that for quite a long time, and she didn't have the chance to find something really good. Amazon works pretty good for the printing side, and the quality is amazing. It's pretty good what they do. But all that stuff, the cycle of a trader when they initiate into this world, I understand it very well. And for a person that has nothing, no knowledge, and try to understand the discipline that you mentioned, Jay, and understand the emotions control and everything else, doing futures and doing little things that we are doing right now, to me, has more value than jumping into the big waters. Because once you jump into that, I mean, it's a different ball game, right? So I want you guys to understand that whatever you're doing now, it is not the only way and the best way to earn money. And why I'm bringing this, because again, consistency and discipline, you need to understand it very well now. But once you start doing bigger things, it's gonna get much easier. Way easier. Super easy. But you need money for that. Okay? You truly need money that you can get here. I told you guys before, the money you guys are earning here, make sure that you put some money on the side for your taxes, but focus on the bigger picture. The retirement money, the money that will put you in a different place where you can sit down and not worry about money anymore. But doing this, I'm telling you, I hope you're not in your 70s and you're doing this stuff, because you're gonna get older a lot quicker. Like futures, CFDs, everything that are like requires you to be here every day and systematically play with your emotions, the market with your emotions, is not a good thing. That's why I tell you guys, I'm not planning to be doing this for a longer time, because I want to be able to change my life differently. I want to do more things. I retired from this long ago, before the pandemic, came back in it again on it with a mission, but it won't be for too long. And I want you guys to understand why. When you guys see the other side, you guys will understand it a lot better. So yay. Yes, consistency, get it on the right place, the discipline as well. Start withdrawing money, putting money on the side, and then let money work for you. Okay, my friend. Don't let don't be a slave of the market. Try to stay away as much as you can. As much as you can. All right. I want you guys to see the other side. When you guys can put money on NAS, when you guys can put money on ES 500, understanding the cycle where the market is moving. No, when you go to a bank and you let's say you have $1 million and you go to a bank and they go like, yes, I'll take your $1 million, go and sit down, and I'll give you a return like 5%, 10% every year. You're like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. I can live with that nicely, right? What about if you can make 30%? What about if you can make 35% on your money? Just doing your own thing. You don't need a bank. That's what I'm getting. You understand? But you need those bigger numbers. And to get those bigger numbers, futures is an easier way. You can do it with options, not a problem. But it's different. And the information doing options there's so much into it that it will confuse you a lot. But once you understand it well, the sky is the limit. You will never see Jeff Bezos. You will never see Elon Musk doing futures. Absolutely never. Or CFDs. That's more for retail markets and a lot of people, 90% that are losing money and feeding those markets. All right. That's what I keep talking about it. So you guys understand the roadmap better and better and better. Options is the way. We are breaking it, familia. As I said, just focus. If we break this point, you gotta go with the flow, all right? But just wait, because the market can stop here and consolidate and then take a different course, okay? Honestly, I did the money I wanted to do. I don't care what the market does at this point. It can go sideways, up and down, left and right. Don't care. I am done for the day. How are you guys doing? Everybody good? Are you guys learning? I want you guys to remember that each one of you, it is very special. You guys are amazing individuals. Just showing up here and trying to understand the markets, doing TAs and having questions. It's a blessing. Yeah. I'm landing right now. I was extremely high when I came here. Not high like in that way. It's just my mind was not here. My mind was in a different place. But I am done with the market, so I'm landing right now. Slow. Yep. Every day when I come here, I ask God to be able to give the best of me, to elevate my heart, my mind, everything that I speak to the best version of me. Not the worst, the best version of me. So my mind goes really high. It's funny, sometimes there's people that are around me that I don't even feel them. My son, my daughter, wife can go around me. I don't see them. I don't feel them at all. Zero. It's funny. My wife can tell you. Sometimes she goes for a round and I snap on her. I'm like, oh, like, and she said, you didn't see him. I'm like, no. She could be beside me. It's just like I'm extremely tunnel focused. But again, that's not a life I want to have. It's not something I want to be doing for a long time. I do want to detach out of this at some point. Not now. I'm grinding right now, and I'm enjoying this a lot. But probably I give it another 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, I think is a good number. I think within 3 to 5 years, I can see you guys being millionaires or having like a good chunk of money coming in every month. And then once that's done, I mean, you guys can then do this. Or even like any time, you guys can teach your kids and your siblings, like anyone, so they can also earn some money. Things are not going to be easier for them. I tell you, man. Like my son came back to the house. He's learning trading. My daughter is, like you guys know, learning about this. And these are people that have, well, not my daughter, but my son has a career already. My daughter, she loves this stuff, right? She's an actress, by the way. I told you guys she's in The Boys, one of the Boys shows, and she does a lot of acting, a lot of it. And now she wants to go to college to get her certifications, legal certifications in Canada, to get all this stuff. Cause she see it. She lived the life of a trader. You know what I mean? And I don't at all, but she does. Everything I do is for my kids and my family. So when I had this conversation with her long ago, and I asked her, and she's like, "Dad, I don't want to work for anyone." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, interesting. I get you. I know where you're going with this. Actually, is she here? Where is she? Are you there, Mia? Probably sleeping. But yeah. My son had to come back and be like, "Dad, can you teach me?" I'm like, "Oh, all right." Here's this book. Start with that. So yeah, he's going through this, some of the books here, and on his own terms, you know. He's a chef. He went to culinary school and works as a chef. And you know, I'm eating gourmet here and there. He will surprise me, be like, "Dad, try this." I'm like, "Oh, nice." It's actually really cool. I eat like a restaurant almost every day. Oh, that's the best. Please, Alex, stay. Don't leave. I mean, I can hire a chef in Canada. I have no problems with that. I have a problem having another person in my house. That's the thing. I don't like anybody cleaning my house. I don't like people cooking for me. I do. I just have a problem with another person in my house while I'm here. I only like my family, my wife, my kids. That's it. And I like to do my own things. But having a personal chef like my son cooking for me, it's like, oh, amazing, amazing. The market keep pushing higher. You know what? There's so much room for the market to push up. ES 500 is trying to do that as well. Futures is already in the 3,000. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. But yeah, my friends, you gotta teach them young. As I said, I'm going to be releasing some stuff for kids in money. So that's what I was gonna go to Washington, Kent. It's like in the Seattle area, but I had to cancel it. I think I'm gonna just do it remotely with this person. I want to show them this stuff and talk about it. Because you gotta teach them young. We gotta teach them young. Things are gonna get a lot harder for them. Like very hard. It is hard as we speak. But imagine, just go outside and look at gas prices. If you guys understand what that means for an economy, how gas prices affect absolutely everything. Agriculture, medicine, everything. Food, the food industry, everything. So everything gets more expensive for everyone, and the salaries are frozen. So guess what? When you were buying, well, you guys saw what happened not too long ago, because this is nothing new. But it's gonna get harder, not easier. Donald Trump is flipping the whole world. Flipping it. So how can you go outside and work with a world that is constantly changing and growing and taking so much from you when your salary is the same? It is hard. And you get probably one salary increase a year if your boss it's okay with it. Most people don't. So what happened when the world fluctuates and things gets more expensive and your salary is frozen, and the next month you got to pay a bill and you got to buy food? You know what you do? You go to what is there available for you. The easiest thing is a credit card. Say, well, I gotta eat. I gotta, buy toilet paper. I'll put it on the credit card and I'll pay next month. Guess what? Next month goes in repeat. Well, I'll pay the minimum balance now, but I will go and buy this and pay it next month. And you keep repeating until you fall into a huge debt that now the interest that you're paying, my friend, it's like half of your salary. And that's when you get in a lot of trouble. So what I tell you right now, when you learn this stuff and you know how to earn money, for that emergency funds, for that whatever you're going, like, can happen. And this is unlimited. You can make as much as you can. You don't rely on a credit card. You don't rely on a credit card. And you need to understand this society works crazy with you in a way that it prepares you and tells you mentally, tells you credit cards are good, credit cards are good, debt, good debt and bad debt. There's good debt and bad. My debt is debt. There's no good or bad. When you owe somebody, you owe somebody. When you owe, like, sorry, when you have debt, you have to like pay it back. There's nothing like good about it. Well, you're building credit. You know what is that? What that means in your mind is that, well, when I want to do a big purchase, I want to buy a car and I don't have that money, I can go buy it with a low interest. You know what is an interest? You know what I mean? Like, be smart about it. Be smart about it. There's no thing as a good debt. There's books and books and books and books about it, and you know, a big battle about these topics, because they want to control you, my friend. When you are in debt, you are in chains. That's the job of a credit card, my friend. That's the job of a credit card, to put you in chains. In chains for an eternity. And then depression kicks in. Then you get sick. Because you can't afford to lose a day at work. You're like, oh my God, I gotta go to work because I gotta pay credit card. Buddy, like, it's not cool. I have to go to work because I gotta pay a credit card. No, man. No way. And then they create programs around credit cards to show you how to deal with credit cards. Well, use the credit cards, collect the points, and then at the end of the month, pay it back. That way, in a smart way, you're collecting points. If you don't have a system, like something that will create unlimited income, you are in a lot of trouble, my friend. Because listen, it just takes one little mistake, one little thing to start that snowball effect into the debt world. Get yourself into debt and deeper debt. Either get sick, car accident, car repairs, and the money that is not there for you, you will use it because that credit card is what is there available to. It's the fastest thing to you go use it, and that's it. That's it. You just have to get into that role, and then interest kick in. The good debt interest. Interest is interest. Is money somebody's taking away from you on the same money that you took. It's just bad, familiar. Like, don't make it good. Don't make something bad as good. Okay, understand money very well, and you see what I'm talking about. Like, rich people, familia. Rich people don't even have debit cards. Rich people don't even have debit cards, believe it. And I'm not talking about rich of $1 million. No, that's nothing. Anybody nowadays, any YouTuber have $1 million. Any kid, any 21-year-old kid has $1 million. So $1 million, I don't consider it to be like out of this world rich. I mean, it's good money. I'm not gonna lie, it's good money, but something that anybody has, I don't consider it so valuable. I'm talking about like Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, those guys. They see money way differently than us. Way differently. Way differently, my friend. I think Donald Trump is an extremely smart person when it comes to like using other people's money, especially institutions, where you can borrow money and make money work for you. That's different. when you are using money to work for you, that's different. That's when debt becomes different. You're not becoming a slave of debt. Money is working for you. For example, you can borrow money from a bank to start a business, but that is generating income for you to pay that. You know what I mean? But when you rely on a credit card to your daily thing, that's different. That's not good. Even people that are start businesses and they borrow money, the entire income from their business is to pay that money back to institutions, to banks. So again, debt is debt. You know what I mean? When you're debt free, Jesus, life is different, my friends. Anybody jump into what I mentioned, familia? Like right now, like what can I say, bro? Look where the market is. Creating higher highs. As I said, if it breaks this point, go into the rally, my friends. Not much I can say about that. But what I need you guys to open your mind about money and how to teach your kids how to manage money from an early age. It is extremely important. They will need this. They will need this as like a lot. The value of the money. And I keep telling everyone, if you don't respect the value of $1 right now, you will not respect having $1 million in the bank. You will not respect it. You know how many people I know that has $1 million in one day, and within a year it goes to zero? You don't believe it, but I've seen it in trading. Back to zero in several occasions. So make sure you're not into that. It sucks. Having 7 figures, 6 figures, and going back to zero sucks. It hurts. But yeah, familia. Just try not to fall into it and prepare so when wealth comes into you, into your life, you know how to deal with it. And not go crazy with me. Like I did when I saw money for the first time. Jesus. Oh my god. Wanted to buy cars and travels and all this stuff. Then I was like, wait, what? Accidents? What? No, what? Health is not good. Alright. Yeah. Interesting how lottery winners do the same quickly. It's mindset. Yeah, it is mindset. There's a documentary about people that won the lottery and what happened to them within like a year or two. A lot of them goes back to zero. You got family members coming in. You got so many people out of the bushes that they're like, hey, what's up? Even your neighbors. Like I saw this documentary. These neighbor, like this couple, they were like, I should have won the lottery, not them. Like that. It's like, whoa. And they were like close friends. So I said, I always keep saying, familia, money brings the best out of you. If you're an a-hole, you're gonna be a bigger a-hole. That's right. Money amplifies what you already are at 100%. I've seen many people that are like silently nice people, and when they see themselves with money, change. But they were like that since day one, just quietly. They were just waiting for that opportunity, like sharks in the shadow. Like they were just waiting for that to come in so they can poof, explode. You know, like it changed me. Like, I'm not telling you, like, when I like it changed me from having nothing to having a lot quickly. It did change me, and I share with people. I didn't become an a-hole, but I wanted to do the things that I never had: cars and flying this and doing that stuff. And the version of me back then, honestly, familia, I didn't like people at all. I didn't like to like interact with anyone at all. But this is a person that was beat up in corporate America. And all I wanted to do was freedom. The last thing I wanted to do was deal with more people. The complaining, the whining, the this, and I didn't want any of that. That's why I became a solo trader. I didn't want to share this with anyone. I was like trading here, making my own money, doing my own stuff, and didn't care. Telling you, God did a huge thing in my life. I had to put my knees on the floor. He taught me the hard way. But I was not like this before at all, like at all. I wasn't a bad person, like, or an a-hole, none of that. I just didn't care. I was like doing my own money, and didn't care about sharing or talking or none of it. It was like, what for? I'm doing this for freedom. Why would I share this? And the worst part was when I was in corporate America and I used to talk to coworkers about it. A lot of people thought I was, full of BS, that I wasn't gonna make it, that I wasn't like, didn't believe in me. So when I started making it, I said, I am not gonna share this. I was like, nope, don't care. But part of it was that a lot of people that were around me around that time were like in the same situation, so they were sharing and to me what they felt that they couldn't do. I didn't understand that after I left that environment. And when people said that those that didn't believe in you are the ones who are going to believe in you when you're like lift you up, that's exactly the truth, because I keep in contact with those people. Last year when I met them, like, the CEO of this place is a good friend now. He invited me. I was in Chicago, took a flight, came to this place and went to celebrate with them. I think it was like 30 years, whatever. I can't remember what it was. It was a big celebration, and I saw all these old co-workers there. We were just like talking. They were, oh, you remember this, you remember that, and they were looking at me like, oh my God, you're so good, and look at your car, and look at this, and look at that. I knew you were gonna make it. I was looking at these people like, really? Really? You knew I was gonna make it? But I keep it quiet. It was like, it's okay. I do remember, and I don't forget. But it's life. All I'm saying, familia, like, whatever you are right now, don't think you're gonna be there the whole time. Because when money comes in, you'll be surprised. It's gonna kick you in like a bucket of ice water in your face. Like, poof! Oh my God! What's gonna what is all this? $500,000 in my account? Wait a minute. I cannot tell anyone that I have $500,000. Keep it quiet. Don't tell anyone, because then everybody's gonna come after you. You gotta keep it quiet. All that stuff will happen. Don't tell your sister about it. Don't tell auntie whatever. Or even if you do, oh my God, my best friend. Oh my God, my cousin, my best friend. I always love you, Oh my God, they're gonna like do so many things to you, and that's where you're gonna see your reality, where you have been standing all this life, all this time. I'm sharing this with you guys so you guys understand where you are right now is not going to be the same. And you're like, no, I know that, I know this person is not like that. He's not gonna do that. La, 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 la. But anyways, let's just wait. Let's make it happen first. Then you see what I'm talking about. But how can you prepare from now to this stuff? I'm not scaring you guys. But what I'm saying is that what it will come, it's big. And if you guys are not there or never experienced that, get ready now. I think if I can speak to the younger version of me, if I can speak to the younger version of me right now, what can I say? I would say take it slow. I think my first mistake was going hard. My first mistake was, yeah, going hard at the beginning. I would say to my younger version, damn, that's a good question. What would I say to my younger version? Don't get a card. I would definitely say that. Travel more, a lot more. Yeah. And keep your close friends closer. Yeah. And share what you know. Yeah, that's what I would tell myself. Share what you know. Keep your friends closer. Travel more. Don't buy cars. Yep, my friends, look what happened to NAS. Oh my god, this is insane. Insane, insane, insane. I hope you guys are buying. I hope you guys are buying. You guys understand why it's so important to leave a little thing running at all times? You guys see it here, right? Like I'm not missing out. I'm missing out on this. As the market keeps pushing higher and making more money, quietly. I think I already broke my consistency rule. Gotta check. Yeah, exactly. Wayona, all my mistakes led me to where I am now. I'm a older person that learned quite a lot. I can't say no. There's a lot more for me to learn. I hope I don't make more mistakes. I hope I don't make more mistakes, but I mean, we're humans, right? I'm not perfect. I'm not even close to it. I'm just blessed to be alive, grateful to everything I achieved so far and the things that are gonna come. I hope people can benefit from it, because for me, that's what I care the most right now. Wow, this is insane. Remember to share, my friends, share, because one thing that I always have present is everything that I have or I have achieved will stay here at some point. I'm not taking any of this. Everything that I have, everything that I earn, everything that I will have will stay. Material things. The one thing I will take with me is my experiences. That's why I love to travel. I love to visit people and meet people and talk to people. I am very excited about my next travel. The extreme. It's my first time there. I'm gonna try to record everything. My experience for the first time there. I went 2 years ago to many places for the first time, but I was like not in a depressed mode. I was trying to find peace and a very disturbed mind when I lost my dad. It hit me really hard. So I decided to travel a lot to clear my mind. But now it's different. It's like the grieving is done. It just I still miss my dad a lot, but it's different. Now I do it because I want to do it. Wow, this thing is insane. This market is keep pushing higher and higher. Wow, you guys see this, right? I'm looking at this stuff. Let me expand this a little bit. That is brutal. Renee must be killing it. I'm getting all this stuff, all these goodies. Gotta see this stuff. Yes, my friends, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Anyway, Samila, the market is gonna keep pushing higher. I'm gonna take a little break now. I'm not gonna trade anymore. This transaction is I'm gonna wait for the market to kick me out. I'll see you guys in the afternoon, okay? I'm gonna go grab some breakfast and eat some. All right, peace out. Have a wonderful rest of the day. God bless everyone.